everybody. Welcome back to the Adult Daycare Center at MI6 headquarters, also known as Pit Stain Hobbies. We have more Bond action happening here. We got pack 7 of the DB5 from No Time to Die. It's a fairly thick box. There's a lot of bits and pieces in here, which is awesome. We're gonna get a lot of the interior done here. While I'm rifling through bits and pieces to just get 48 out, because that's where we're starting. Go check the links below to agoramodels.com. And yeah, check out the model. They got the Lotus. They got the new Apache coming out in September. It's on pre-order now. That thing's going to be redonkulously cool. I can't wait. I can't freaking wait. The Zero Fighter was a blast to build and looks just awesome. And the Apache is just gonna blow it away. Like, quite literally. I mean, imagine an Apache versus a Zero Fighter. Not much of a competition there, you know? Fox 1, well, there goes a Zero. Well, Fox 1's more of an aircraft firing a missile term, I guess. Flame me in the comments, please. I enjoy it. I like the insults. Okay, oh, look at that. Got a piece. This is very similar to women's makeup sponge material. Just a random, thing I've noticed. So this is going to be the ejector seat. This is going to be when someone farts in the car and you're like, I'm done with you. Boom! Goodbye. I will never sit in this thing because I've been known to waft an air biscuit in a vehicle. So let's see here. We're going to get this started. So there is a thicker side right here. It like ramps up. That's going to go towards the front of the seat down there in the bottom. I didn't notice any double-sided tape with this, but that's fine. You don't really need it. I mean, once you squeeze everything together, it's not going anywhere. We're just going to squeeze the little rubbery seat cover over both these pegs. Hey, Ian, maybe people want to see what you're doing. That might be nice. There we go. I just very covertly turned on my other camera because I just realized it wasn't on. There we go. That's in there. Let's grab out stage complete, of course. 49. Let's see here in the... Ow! Don't mind me. My own worst enemy. Here we go. Let's try this out. Let's see how my new meds are working. Okie dokie. Parts. Give me parts. Okay, so this is the seat back, and there's no extra cushion in here, but there is a track in place for the upcoming ejector mechanism. Oh man, it's like you're go to a fair at school, and like one of your least favorite teachers is in the dunk tank. You just become Nolan Ryan all of a sudden. I don't care how bad of an arm you got. That guy's taking a swim. Oh yeah, for sure. Man, I'm on a roll tonight. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the meds are working. Okay, let's just unpack these little fellas. Some nice chrome finish on these parts that the camera's going to have an absolute fit trying to focus on. But yeah, there they go. And there's this little adjuster knob. That's quite nice. Manual seats in a luxury car? What the heck is this? It's because it's an old car. Very old car. I don't even know if the Rolls Royces of that year had like power seats. Tell me in the comments. Did they? Like the Rolls Royce Phantom Spur Silver Ghost, whatever the model was at the time. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna take L1, and it says L1 right there, and we're gonna flip it this way, and we're gonna shove this little fella in here. And, it definitely needs a screw. It's going to need something. PS36 screw. That's one of these flanged screws. I'm going to get that in there, and I will be back in a sec. Alrighty, so that's on there. Don't tighten the screw very much. Just barely snug. It's still going to rotate a bit. That's normal. That's expected. Now we got to get the seat cushion onto the bottom here. And we're just going to offer it up. So get these little back pieces of rubber onto the back like that, and then just make sure that you get the rubber lip all the way around, okay, and on just like that. And then we're gonna flip this fella over here. We're gonna take this little brackety doodad, and we're gonna screw it down into these 3 holes with 3 PS21 screws, which are microscopic. I'm either gonna need the PH0 or the 00. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. All right, the little brackets in there, and now this seat does not recline because of the ejector mechanism that has to pass through it. So this is just going to go on here. We're going to use a couple of these little black countersunk screws, little PS37s, and then one little PSO1 screw right there. Geez, the reflections on the chrome are insane. Sorry, camera. Sorry, viewers. Let me get those 3 screws in, and I will return and lickety-split. Okay, so that's done, and again, no recline. Life lesson, you know, if you ever get into a car with a spy or someone who you're not quite sure what they do for a living, and your seat recline mechanism does not work at all, you're in an ejector seat, and you should be very, very, very careful of what you say to that person. There we go. Life lessons with Ian. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Oh, wait, that's a different franchise entirely. Let's see here. Let's get this little... I don't know what the dogs are barking at, but they've decided they want to bark. So if you hear them barking, that's them barking. Because they're dogs. And they like to irritate me sometimes. I love my puppies, though. In this stage, you'll install the ejector seat mechanism. So do we need to get... Yeah, we're going to need to get the floor of the car, the front of the floorboard. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we got our floor out, and take your shifter out and leave it out until, like, probably until we get the dashboard in, because that thing is delicate. So there we go. Let's see here. And that velour felty stuff, it does like to catch dust particles. So before you, I'd say, close up the car, I'd say take a piece of, you know, fine painter's tape, tap it on your pants a bit to lower the tack, and then you can suck all the little bits and pieces off of there. So we got a whole bunch of mechanisms here. Is this metal? Oh yeah, that's metal. Okay, that should be fun. And yeah, see, you take this out because we got to flip this thing upside down to do some work on it. Get this like, okay, that's fine. So we're gonna take this guy. This is also metal. Thank goodness. That's good. That's very good. We're going to put it onto this boss here. It looks like. I'm assuming something like that. And then we got a spring. Okay. All right. So let's grab our spring. We've got 2 springs. We got one for tension and one for expulsion. There we go. So we want the spring with the 2, ow, sharp, pointy hooks that's just stabbed me in the finger. We're going to take the open hook and place it through the little hole. Get your hole. Get in your hole. There we go. And get her on there. And then put this down and get that little spring. Come on. Get that on that little peg there. See, if you had the shifter in right now, you would have already broken it. Okay, I'm just going to get this screw started on here, and then it's going to be, looks like 2 PS11 screws. So these flanged PS11 screws. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. Alrighty. So just a little tip here. I did flip the spring so the hook comes from the bottom and it lays much flatter that way. And you can see we got a nice little spring tension going on there. We're going to take this little bracket, this little tab, and this little tab goes at this end. And we got to get a couple of PSO5 screws at each end of this to hold it in place. Get that one there. Oh yeah, that shifter. That shifter would be done for. So definitely make sure you take it off of there. Come on. Go in your hole. There we go. Okay. So that's going to restrict the travel of that device. We already know where this is going. Springy Town. All right. Let's get this thing. And we're going to put the spring kind of in there. Let's see. So if it's facing forward, then this angly bit will go through here, and the spring will absolutely fall right off. So, not quite sure. Did I miss something? Oh, I totally did. I missed an entire page of the part of the instructions. So, we take this, we put this spring. Yeah, we put the spring in here. And you got to get it. There's a couple little tiny tabs right there. And then, then we put this on. And that's going to capture the spring. And that's going to be held in with 4 DS20 screws. Ian, you're a special person. And gosh darn it, people like you. If anyone knows a Saturday Night Live reference, you will, I've been compared to that person sometimes. I can't really blame people. I'm just... I do stupid things sometimes, but you know what? That's half... Ow! Oh, there goes my finger. I was going to say that's half my charm, but mostly injuring myself on camera is most of my charm. So I'm going to get these other screws in here, hopefully without a bloodletting ceremony, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, we've got that put together. Better late than never, right? And we're gonna slide her into the hole, and we're gonna do 4 PSO5 screws in here. Did I even put that in the right way? Let's see here. Probably not. Let's see. Yeah, that's the way. This is the way. To lose fans. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna get that ejector seat track screwed in, and give me 1 sec. Alrighty, so we got 4 screws in there, holding in our metal spring-loaded track, and it feels pretty robust, I'll tell you. Okay, well, the moment of truth, I guess, is let's push that down. Oh, locks into place. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm impressed. The seat height is damn near very close. But yeah, see what I'm talking about? Adjustable seat. Okay. You might not end up getting out of the car through the side door. So hey, well, let's give her a shot. Let's see if we could hit the camera. See what my aim is. Oh! Didn't go that high. I want another go at this. This is fun. Okay. You've got my attention. It's got some tension on it. So let's see here. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the other view here. So we zoomed out all the way. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Lift off. That thing gets some distance. Look at that. Not bad. Okay. How many times am I going to accidentally activate this ejection seat mechanism while trying to build the car? That's a good question. Put your answer in the comments. Okay, not on purpose. How many times I'm like just fiddling and it goes boom, goes shooting across the desk. That's pretty cool. Let's see if it's got any real strength here. Hold on. Got our little guy. What's our little guy from the Lego movie? What's his name again? I don't know. Looks like James Bond has a whiny toddler who's just getting on his nerves. But I want ice cream. No, stop at McDonald's. I want chicken nuggets. Shut up, kid. Ha ha. That was awesome. That was great. Okay. There we are. Yeah. Oh, the wonders of modern pharmaceuticals. Let's see here. Thank you, doctor. There we go. Okay, so that's done. And where are we now? Installing the ejector mechanism. We've done that. That's all done. Yes. Oh, they're just showing you how to use it. Well, you don't need to show us how to use that thing, Agora. This is so fun. Okay. Having way too much fun with the ejector seat. Who else are we going to launch next? Who's our next victim? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want to break anything. Not the car. This is a nice, robust metal mechanism here, so I'm not really concerned whatsoever. Stage 51, we're going to very carefully move that to the side. Oh, dear. Oh, Ian, you're having too much fun with that ejector seat. That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure all the fine people at Agora will get a crack out of this video when they see me playing with the ejector seat like a 3-year-old. Okay. You know, model building I enjoy a lot. But when ejector seats are involved, oh boy. You've just tickled my fancy. Wait a second. This isn't 51. Is it? 48, 50. Oh, this is 53. Sorry, dashboard. Like, sometimes the parts aren't stacked up in numerical order in the box. So, you know, maybe read, like, you know, something I kind of fail to do on occasion. Let's see, I got to dig here. Where's 51? Oh, it's all the way at the bottom, right where it should be for me to not realize. Okay. So, no, that's 52. Jeez, Ian. There we go. That's more like it. Seriously, that ejector seat got me so giddy. I'm just like doing stupid stuff now. Let's see here. Okay. 51, we've confirmed. And there we go. And we've got our part of our seat cushion here. Is this the back or the bottom? This is the seat base. Rear seat cover, rear seat cushion. I don't know. Okay, so we're just going to very easily, our pieces are triangular, but they have a, parallel flat bottom on them there. So let's get those two in there like so. And then we're going to slide the seat cover over. Very standard thing. Just make sure all the edges go over the edges. Okay, make sure they grab down. Push them in far enough. And, right, there we go. And there we are. These rear seats, has there ever been a passenger in the back of James Bond's DB5? Because unless it's an 8-year-old, I don't think they'll fit. And they call it a Grand Touring car because it's technically a 2+2, not a 4-seater. It's a 2+2 because it's a 2-door car. It's got, I don't know. These rear seats. My cousin had a 300ZX twin turbo, and he had a Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4. And I got to ride in the back of both of those, but I was also like, I don't know, 10 years old, so I fit. So let's get stage 52 out. Yeah, these back seats are purely to say there's a back seat. It's really a luggage rack with nice upholstery. Okay, there we go. Much bigger piece of seat. There we go. Oh, we got some screws in here or something. Yes, we do. We have screws. PSO5. Very common screw, the PSO5. By the way, if you're also building the Lotus, it has the same screws. So PSO5 from this kit will fit where a PSO5 from the Lotus is needed and vice versa. Nice to know. And this piece of seat foam is pretty easy to figure out because it is molded perfectly to the shape of this. There, it goes right in there. So that's quite nice. And we're going to put that in there, and then we're going to obviously slip on the seat cover. And there'll be a few screws involved. Just filling up garbage with the turtle death. Here we go. There's really no other way to package that stuff easily. I don't know. Some things come in like paper bags. I think the Xenomorph, yeah, it comes in like some sort of paper bag system, like those eco packs from Amazon, and they send you things, and we're gonna get all these little bits. My gosh. Let's see here. Yeah, we gotta get these all down here. Okay. Oh, there you go. Just massage them in there. And they all go right into place. No big deal. And there we go. So that's nice and fitted together. Then we're going to fit the seat back onto the bottom using these little posts. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just go crazy and say they're going to, yeah, they're PSO5 screws. So 4 PSO5 screws in here. And we will soon have our partial, it's technical. That's such a, no human being's going to fit in there. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, there we go. We have one back seat that only Lieutenant Dan would love. Oh boy, yeah. Lieutenant Dan, you got no legs. Yeah. Well, I ride around in the back of a DB5 a lot, so it actually comes in handy. There we go. That's gonna. I don't think. I'm kind of thinking this seat might actually kind of go right here because this is not a huge vehicle, but like legroom. What legroom? Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna start. Finally, now we're gonna work on stage 53, the dashboard that I cut out of the bag earlier. And that's pretty nice looking. Nice little binnacle area, right? Right, Brits? The binnacle. I love some of the words that you guys have for cars, parts, and like hood. With the bonnet, you have the bonnet. Then you have the hood, which is like a convertible top. And you have the boot. I mean, I'm telling you what your own words are, but I just love it. I love it. I love it. It confuses people. I love that you confuse people. That's my favorite thing. That's all it is. You just make people feel dumb sometimes, and it's awesome because you've got better, different words for things. The Australians, they got some doozies too. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say some of them. I don't even know if they're allowed on YouTube. PS12 screws. We got some little tiny cornery bits here. So there we go. Left and right. Are there letters on here? No, but we should be able to figure it out. Pin at the top, slot at the bottom with a hole, and that looks like, I'm assuming, no, does that go here? Nope. Nope, this one definitely goes on this side here. There we go. Oh, it's a nice snug fit. That's why I was having a little bit of trouble. So these look like they're clipped off a parts sprue. And that's kind of visible, possibly through the windshield. So I'm going to break out a little tool here. I'm going to break out my gun primer racer. It's a glass nanofile, buzz terms. I'm going to try to smooth that out. See? We got most of it. That's smoothed. Oh my God, I forgot. I got like one of the best products in the world here. Amazon buffing blocks. I got to put these on my Amazon. My Amazon page down below has most of the things I use here on there. But it has, filing and remove ridges. But then it's got smooth and shine. So we look at this, and we take this thing to it. Now it's smoothed. We take the shine. And look at that. Looks much better. So we're going to do that to both of these. This one's got a noticeable, not noticeable, but it's got a little bit of a burr on it. And if you think like the factory workers in China are using the God Hand single-bladed nippers, they're not. They're using something more akin to the $5 special here, if even that. But yeah, we're gonna smooth those off a bit. I gotta keep my elbows off the table because I keep shaking my workbench. One of these days I gotta come up with a way to stabilize it a little better, or just move to a new house. Get a completely different gantry set up for my cameras that's not connected to my work surface, like not an idiot, because that's generally how I operate. Okay, so we're gonna stick these in now. It looks better, not perfect, but better. I'm gonna stick this one in here. Okay, so we got those two little side wings, and then we need to get a couple of PS12 screws. Hard to see, but right there and right there. Let me get those screwed in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're all done with this. Those two little bits are screwed on. We're just going to put that aside for now. Stage 54, the glove box, the clock, and the temperature controls. Every fancy British car must have an analog clock. That is the law, I think. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, people in the UK. But, like, fancy cars have to have clocks. It got to a point where, like, that was like it was like a competition. Like, you know, the U.S. had to make a car with an analog clock in it. I forget who made it. It was a few. Probably Cadillac or Lincoln or Oldsmobile or I don't know who. But, so yeah, so we got glove box parts. Let's not assemble things prematurely, Ian. Let's see what we got here. So, what are we going to do here? We've got to fitting the glove box clock and temperature control. Okay. So we've got little bits here that we've got to put in. Let's cut these out. Hopefully we can see them if they're not in this shiny bag. There we go. All right. So we got to take... God, it's so tiny. Little glove box knob. I'm going to shove her into this hole in the glove box. And then take some sort of... And it does have a D shape to the hole. Thank goodness, because holding that in place to screw it in would be quite the challenge. And then we got to get one little PS12 screw in the back of that. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to take this little doodad. This is probably, yeah, these are the temperature controls. And we're going to put it right there on the bottom there. And then there's a tiny little hole right there. And I'm almost positive it's another PS12 screw. Hold on a second. I got one handy right here. Let me just do this real quick. It's going to be a long episode anyway. Whatever. Might as well put a screw in on camera for a change. Okay. She's snugged in there. Now we're going to take our glove box door, and there are a couple of little holes in the corners of it, and there's a couple little pins right here, and we're just gonna kind of get her flexed, bent into place, and now come on, by squeezing it, there we go. Glove box will open. It's literally a glove box. I mean, you can't fit much else in there. That's not very deep. You're not getting like an old Rand McNally nap in that thing. Map, whatever. Close enough, Ian. And no one expects that much out of you. Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself every time I start filming. And let's just hand this over to the dashboard department and take it and put it in the back right there. Okay. Ooh, pretty. Okay. And let's see here. We got to put a piece of... I've got some gunk on my hand. We got this little clear lens. Small. Easy to lose. Put that in a little hole in the middle there. We're going to put the clock in here. Look at that. That's quite a nice little clock. And that's going to go on top of this boss down here. If we can get it into place. I like how they do everything with tweezers in the instructions. But yeah, there's that. Okay. And now we got to get a couple of PSO5 screws. We're going to put one here and one there. And I'll be right back. All right, so those are screwed in. And there's our little clock. It looks so nice, and the 12's in the right spot. I can't see it with my bare eyes, but I can see it in the camera. Looks quite nice. And then we got this tiny little knob that we've got to shove into this little itty-bitty hole right there. I think we might want a little crazy glue on that. Just a touch. Or maybe I'll just use some, let me see if this stuff works. Some Tamiya extra thin cement. Let's see. Maybe just a little dab on the tip. Little tiny tap. Tiny tap. Let's shove her in the hole. I'll let that sit for a minute. And let me get out the next pack of parts here. 54. Okay. 55. 56. 57. 54. No, that was 54. Sorry. 55. I was like, no. I check all my parts when I get the packages in to make sure I have everything. Only one time on an Agora model that I have a stage missing from, and I didn't even have a stage missing. I had two of the same stage, and one stage was missing, but I had two duplicates. So it was the right number of packs in the box. But one quick email to Agora, and I had my replacement parts pack lickety split, which was nice. I mean, lickety split, it took like a week maybe, but that's pretty darn quick. Okay, so what are we doing here? Got the GPS doodad, that old moving map circle thing. Did they not upgrade that to like Apple CarPlay for No Time to Die? I guess Q didn't have the budget left. I don't know. Who knows? But we've got to. So we've got some stickers in here, apparently. Yep, there's a few things in this little baggie. Carefully extricate them from there. So we've got a clear lens for the GPS. We've got the little GPS map sticker. And we've got a little itty-bitty radio sticker. And we've got to stick that onto this little itty-bitty radio that they did paint the knobs. So that's impressive. And I'm going to get my magnifiers and tweezers out to do this because I want to make sure I get the sticker right side up. Not that you'll be able to really see it, but I want to make sure it's done correctly. One sec. Okay, so our tiny little sticker is there. The numbers should be facing up, obviously. And we're going to take these stupid magnifiers off. Ow, I just blinded myself a little. That's great. There we go. We're just going to put this into there. Nice fit, like a glove. And a PSO4 screw right there. One sec. Okay, so we got our little radio screwed in there. Now we're going to take our clear glass. Okay, and there's a couple lips sticking out. Those are the back side. We're going to take our little moving map here. It's got a couple rounded corners, and this has a couple rounded corners. And we want to just line those up onto the plastic. There we go. And I did test briefly with a flashlight, and light definitely transmits through there. But there's just going to be a regular little, probably 3mm LED in there. So, no big deal. And then we got to get this little fella in here. So let's do that. So we're going to put the tab at the bottom. Is that how that works? Yeah, tab at the bottom so that we can then slide that up. So tab at the bottom. Then we're going to put the map screen with the map facing that way on top of there. These little rounded corners, they line up with stuff. Okay, we're going to take our little back housing reflector doohickey and put that down onto there. Yep. Got a little bit of a snap into place. And we're going to get two PSO5 screws on those two little tabs. And I will be right back. Okay, and we're all screwed together, and let's check it out here. Look at that. Cool. Nice. I like that. And that's most definitely going to get lit up from behind with a little LED. Now we're going to have to just mount her into the dashboard here. Does that go something like, what? No. Yeah. That goes like that. I'm confused. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah. Oh, that's it. There we go. Now she's fully. There we go. Now she's seated. Now that's perfect. Okay, lovely. I was about to say, like more PSO5 screws. Yay! Just what we want. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. It's binnacle time, or the dashboard for us Yanks. Stage 56. This is looking pretty cool so far. I'm liking that. And I took the cardboard off because this plastic was running up into its vicinity. Then we will slice her open. Let's see what we got here. Oh boy, a lot of little bits. Let me zoom out a bit. Let's put the dashboard in the back seat. Like any good. Oh boy, lots of tiny little things in here, which is why they're separately bagged. That's a great idea. Some screws, some more screws. Little chrome reflector back housing with possibly holes for 2 LEDs. This lovely dash panel. This even more lovely bit of chrome stuff. That will, oh boy, yeah, that's nice. Okay, don't put that in just yet, Ian. Don't jump the gun. You wait till the instructions tell you to do something. Like a good boy. There we go. Okay. So we are going to cut open this little bag. Be very careful not to lose any of these little knobs. Hey, let's see if that knob stuck in there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the To Me Extra Thin Cement works fine on securing those knobs, and there's no risk of crazy glue haze. Because Sanacrylit, CA glue, whatever, it's a messy beast. So we got our little bits. We're just going to keep them in there, right there, to stay safe. So if I lose them, you'll know I'm a total dummy. Okay, so which one of these go on which one of these? Okay, so not this one. This one has the raised lenses and 4 screw bosses. This one only has 2 raised bosses right there. And then this sticker, does this just kind of peel off of here? How does this work? Are these, oh, these are individual dials. Okay, well, we're going to get them all stuck down, hopefully straight, and I will be back in a sec. Alrighty, so now we're going to take the face of the dashboard, or binnacle. I just like saying binnacle. And we're just going to shove her down onto the 4 pegs. Oh, that chrome trim came out. That's really nice. And they even got some of the colors painted on the buttons. See, that's something I would go back and do myself at a later point. But that's nice. Yeah, a little attention to detail goes a long way. I didn't build the old Eagle Moss DB5, which was kind of a pig's ear, I think. So who knows? Now we're going to take the clear lenses and rub the outside of the lenses on a soft piece of cloth to buff off any fingerprints. And then those are going to go overlaying that panel. They go down. Don't touch the back of the lenses. We got nice clear lenses on there. Then we're going to take our piece with all the little stickers that I've gotten on somehow, miraculously, to be straight. Well, if I put on the right way up. There we go. I don't know where the camera's even pointing anymore sometimes. Let's just shove her down. Oh, it stands off a little bit. Does it? It does. What? No, that can't be right. Oh, did I put them on the wrong side of the... Oh no, I put them on the wrong side. Oh jeez. And this is when he realized. He bleeped up. Houston, we have a problem. purely my doing. Okay, I can fix this. I'll be right back. We've recovered from disaster and gotten our stickers back onto the correct side. Oh dear. Okay, so, you know, these studs go at the back of the panel with the stickers. And then if we look inside, very nice. Let's do a quick light test with our flashlight. Yeah, it's named Jordan. Long story. If you watch our live stream, yeah, but yeah, they light up. This light is too bright. Little 3 mil LED is not going to be nearly that bright, so that's a nice thing. Jeez, Ian, what a dummy. Okay, so we got to secure this with 2 PS21 screws here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so our dashboard is finally screwed together. Binnacle for you blokes overseas. Now we are going to put knobs in. So we're going to take our very carefully stored knobs from before, take the biggest knob out of here. I'm generally the biggest knob anywhere. This is going to be the air vent switch. This little thing, and it has a little locating tab coming off of there. So that's obviously going to fit into its little home, just like that. And clearly we're going to be putting in a small screw in the back of that. Yeah, another PS21. I think I got one of those right here. This screw is so tiny. So minuscule. There we go. Okay. So that's on there. That's quite nice. There you go. And they want us to put this into the dashboard now. So we're going to just plop her on there. Let's see. There we go. Ah, nice. Positive click. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Good fit. And we're going to get a couple of... Well, first we're going to get this back reflector on here. And there's a couple little spots it seats into. Perfect, just like that. And then 2 PSO2 screws right there and there. And give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alrighty, she's in. She's looking fabulous. Really nice. Really nice. So now we've got 1, 2, 3 holes that are going to get these 3 little guys. And I'm going to put a dab of this, to me, extra thin cement on there. If you own this cement, please print a 3D base if you have a printer. Keeps it from tipping over. I'm going to get these little guys in there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so our little knobbies are all pushed in the holes. This one I had to push a little harder, but the Tamiya thin cement actually kind of lubricates the pins a little so they go in better. But yeah, look at that. Look at that dashboard. That's very nice. I like that a lot. That looks great. Yeah. Okay, so we got, careful, Ian. Those 2 words, careful and Ian, are mutually exclusive. Pack 50, stage 57. I get so, you know, the different partwork companies, you have packs, you have issues, then you have stages. I get so confused. But yeah, let's get all these parts out of here. Baggy's nice and empty. Okay. Zoom in a little bit. And we got some wires. So those are fun. We got our steering wheel, which is metal. And it does look very nice. So it's a wood wheel. I mean, well, it's metal, but the wood finish is actually pretty nice on it. They did a pretty good job making it look like wood. Got our steering column here. That's nice. Some screws. Okay, we got 3 light bulbs here. So clearly for the probably the GPS map. Is this at all loose? That needs a little snugging down, I feel. Let me... I try not to over tighten screws unless I feel something jiggling or it's like, there we go. nice and tight. These two I had to tighten down little by little, more and more and more, just to pull the dashboard in. So some screws you gotta crank on them a little bit, and then some you'll just strip them out. So let's see what we got here. Oh, is this a stage with a hammer involved? That's always fun. Oh yeah, hammer time. Do 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 do. Oh no, I'm doing it. Sorry, no. Karaoke Night with Ian was banned in 17 states in the U.S. I'm not allowed to do it anymore. So we've got two flat spots on either end of this, and we are going to take the shorter end and put that into the steering wheel. And yeah, we gotta tap this down with a hammer. That's great. So let's get these things out of the way here. Oh dear, where's my little tiny tapper? You don't want to use the big guy. You want to use something, a tiny tap. And this is a gunsmithing hammer. You have a lot of replaceable different heads on here that you can change out. This is like a nylon, non-marring head. Oh yeah, there goes some good camera shake. Oh, there we go. You're welcome, Eric. So maybe a copper. Sometimes you need the metal. There we go. She's pressed in there. Just make sure you're doing it all straight. There we go. I love. Don't you love when you get to use a hammer on a part work? That's the best. It's scary as all hell. I'll be honest. Take our steering column. And we're going to take the part with the... no, it's not. Yeah, what is it? The turn signal or the light star? I don't know. Turn signals? Did James Bond use turn signals? I don't think I ever saw him use them. Oh, look at that. It spins pretty freely. So that's nice. And then we're going to take the other half and sandwich it over that one. Just like that. Then we're likely going to get a few screws going along in here. So we're going to do 4 PS12 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And I'll be right back. Alrighty. That's all screwed together. Now we got to get our lovely little steering wheel emblem on here. So we want this thing like that. So we want to kind of line it up with this spoke here. And you just kind of squeeze it into place. You can rotate it with your thumb. You can like push and twist it. Yeah, there you go. Our little Aston Martin thing there. Very nice. Very cool. Or it might mean something else entirely different. And I just am ignorant. But there's that. So, screws-y downsies. I think that's all that's pretty much all the parts. So now we've got to get this thing into the dash. So we're going to take it just like that because there's a nice little groove here on the bottom. And that will... Yeah! Oh, wow, that fits really nice. Is that it? Is it like... Oh, no, wait, there's a couple little screw holes here, which I'm sure we're going to know. Or we know? Or we know? No. No. We're not going to put any screws in there right now. It's just going to be a press fit for now, but it looks like there should be a couple of screws holding that in. Possibly not PSO. I don't know about PSO 5s. Those look a little beefy. And now we're going to... There we go. We're going to install this onto the front of the passenger compartment. Just like that. And we're going to take this wire that's coming out of here and make sure that goes through that opening. And then we got to put a couple PSO 5 screws right there and right there. So I will be back in a sec. All right, well, we got our 2 screws in there. And now we're going to flip her over And we got to get one right in there, a PSO5 screw. And that's going to screw to the bottom of the GPS console. Hold that in, and look at that. Oh man, that thing looks really, really nice. You got the oh crap handle right here for when James is getting a little spicy behind the wheel. Those are always nice. I've obviously censored what the handle's really called, because that word starts with the letter S and ends with an I with a line through it. So yeah, there we go. We're gonna take our little, there's our little triple LED assembly, and we're gonna shove some LEDs in here. So we're gonna take the one that has the wire harness coming off of it, and that goes in the first hole. And I'd say hold on to the dashboard while you're squeezing these lights in. And the second light goes into the second dashboard hole, and the third light goes into the GPS hole. There we go. Okay, that fits just fine. Let's untangle this other wire here. So there we go. So yeah, the dash will light up nice, and the little GPS moving map will light up nicely. And we're going to actually connect this to the number 11 wire that we have coming out of the... Get out of the way. Just go over there for now. Okay, just you hang out with the gear shift. Stay over there. Which we could put the gear shift back in actually at this point, I think, too. It should be safe. And we're going to... Yeah, they're both number 11. So we're going to do that. My amplifiers go to 11. Why? Because it's one louder than 10. This is Spinal Tap. There we go. Got those in place. And fitting the steering wheel and dashboard LEDs. I need, oh, yes, I need to flip this thing over again. So now that we have both the seats in place, we can safely screw the gear shift back in as well. I've been waiting for this moment because I don't want to lose it. So we're going to go ahead and put the gear shift lever back in. So basically, don't put the gear shift lever in until now. Because now you have protection for it from other areas. And we've got to start plugging more wires in. So let's see here. We've got a few more cords. We've got number 13. This is a very long cable. Man, okay, there's 13. I mean, this is not going to be a giant vehicle like some of the other partworks I'm building. But it's still not going to be small. It's 1/8 scale. That's number 14. And then this short fella is number 12. So number 12, this little guy, goes in here, follow the instructions, and then 13 and 14. Let me get those plugged in. I'll be right back. Okay, we've got our wires plugged in, fit under here, and then fit under here. And there's a little plastic tab that goes in there. Honestly, it was driving me mad to get it in there. But I finally had to, like, push everything down with tweezers and hold the tab down with tweezers and get a little PSO9 screw in there. But yeah, went in, and everything is good. Look at that. That wheel will, well, for now, it's not hooked up to any steering gear yet. But look at that. That is coming along really nice, everybody. And don't forget, tip your waiters. Ha ha! Thanks for coming, everybody. Had a blast. We'll see you next time. Adios from Pit Stain Hobbies.